So I want to show you how I've set it up in Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics so that I can see whenever somebody clicks a link from my website to ThriveCart. So I have an example here. This is my website. And then when somebody clicks here, they're taken to a ThriveCart checkout. So firstly, I would recommend watching these videos from MeasureSchool. This is where I got my information. I didn't just wake up and know how to do this. So I just want to credit MeasureSchool. And they have some videos here, this GA4 beginners course. And I went straight in and watched this how to create GA4 events, but they also have other videos on how to set things up. And I found these videos really helpful. So I basically took what they recommend in this video. And so firstly, we want to ensure that Google Analytics is going to be able to pick up data from your ThriveCart domain. So in your admin, which you get to down here, and you go to data streams, you'll see your data stream for Google Analytics. And we're going to go down to configure tag settings. And then we're going to do configure your domains. And this is basically what I did. I added add condition, and then I did contains, zoelinda.thrivecart.com. And then this is going to track everything on my URL and everything on my ThriveCart URL. And then just go ahead and save that. And you can basically test it by seeing if the URL of your cart, when you go from your web page, do they have this like really really long and complicated Google kind of addition to the URL. And then you know that that's working. So now what we're going to do is go to Google Tag Manager. And the first thing we're going to want to do is go to variables. And we're going to click configure. And you're going to make sure that all the all of these click classes and these click variables are checked, which basically means that it allows Google Tag Manager to pick up on the clicks and send that data to Google Analytics. And then what we're going to do is go to triggers. And you can see here I already have one set up, but we're going to click new. We're just going to call it checkout clicks. You could also put ThriveCart in there if you want to keep it really specific. And we're going to say just link clicks. Then we're going to say this trigger fires on some link clicks and that the click URL contains, or you could do starts with, but I have contains, and then your ThriveCart URL. And this, just to be clear, is this URL right here. And then you can click save. Then we're going to go to tags. I'm going to click new. I'm going to say GA4 event, ThriveCart, checkout clicks. I'm just going to put a 2 because I already have one of these. And then we're going to make the trigger be this ThriveCart checkout clicks that we just made. And then the tag configuration is going to be Google Analytics GA4 event, which means that it's going to show up as an event in your reports because it's something that the user did. Then we're going to call the event name, I missed a step, configuration tag. So you should already have a tag for your GA4 configuration, especially if you followed the videos by MeasureSchool. I'm not going to teach you how to do that. Then the event name, I have cart click for mine. I'm just going to do cart click 2. And then we have the event parameter. So this is something that we've taken from the MeasureSchool video. But the parameter name, and I've actually forgotten exactly what it was. So I'm going to look at mine here. Okay, we have parameter name product underscore checkout, and then we have the value of the URL. So you can basically take exactly what I have here. And again, here I have the trigger, and we don't have anything else here as well. Okay, and then basically to check that this works, you make sure you save this. Then what we're going to do is go to preview and then just type in your website's URL. And then it's going to basically show you what Google Tag Manager is seeing when somebody is on your website. So go to like a sales page of one of your products and then click through to your ThriveCart checkout. So right now we can see that somebody's on my affiliate toolkit page and nothing's really happening there. But then when we click this buy now, we can see the link click here. So on the affiliate program toolkit page, we're seeing the link click and the tag fire GA4 event ThriveCart checkout links. And we can see that the, if we open this, we can see that it captured like the name of the URL here. And then we can also go and check that this is also being captured in Google Analytics. So what we're going to do is actually we're going to close these tabs. And what we want to do is submit this. So you're going to go in and submit that you basically every time you make a change in Google Tag Manager, if you're new to Google Tag Manager, you have to publish every time you make changes, and then you can go back and go to like older versions if something goes wrong. So we're going to publish this theoretically. I'm not going to publish it because I'm going to delete the extra things that I made. And what you're going to do is install this plugin. It's called Google Analytics Debugger. So you want to install that, add that to Chrome. And then what we're going to do is go back to your website and we're going to turn on this debugger. Then we're going to go back to Google Analytics, go to admin and go down to debug view. And this is like another way of seeing, okay, what can Google Analytics see? Also, there's this drop down here, this debug device. I had an issue where it wasn't tracking anything and it turned out I had like 3 devices here for some reason. And I just clicked on another and I could see everything I was doing, just in case that happens to you. Okay, so where were we here? Okay, so we're on the affiliate program toolkit page. We're just going to make sure that this is tracked so we can see page view, page location. Okay, this is happening here. Then I'm going to click the buy now button and it's taking me to the checkout. Now we're going to go back. And sometimes it can take a while to come through. So hopefully it's going to come through. Okay, here we are. And then we can see here cart click. So this is where I have clicked the cart from my sales page or from my website to ThriveCart. And I can see the page title, the page location, product checkout. This is the extra parameter that we set up. So how does this all kind of show up in Google Analytics? Basically, what you can do is you can make you can see it in your reports, I believe. I'm also not like super clued up on everything GA4. But we have event count here, so we can see events. And this is where you're going to be able to see cart click. I actually did call it ThriveCart link before I changed it to cart click. So this is where this is kind of showing up. And you should be able to track any revenue that you've had from it, especially if you're following the new Google Analytics integration in ThriveCart. Here you go, cart click. So I can see that. And you'll be able to click on that as well and see information by user. So I can see like somebody from the US clicked that. And we should be able to see more information on the pages that they were on if we add a parameter. Let's have a look. Well, we can also see where they came from. So we could see cart click. You can obviously see there's like a lot of information. Click from, they came from an email in ConvertKit. I could also see the campaign. Okay, yeah, so from my favorite kind of email that I sent, that was the name of the subject line in ConvertKit. And I have the ID of the email here. So somebody came from this email and ended up clicking through to learn more about the toolkit and then landed on this page. We can also go to explorations and play around with setting up some reports based on who's clicking through to the cart. And again, I recommend MeasureSchool for the videos here. They have like these GA4 explorations videos and the reports, and the lady in the video goes through in a lot of detail, and it's really easy to understand. So yeah, I hope that helps. That's a way to track everyone who clicks a link to your ThriveCart checkout. I find that it might be more accurate and provide more data than just seeing in your ThriveCart stats how many views you've had, because you're going to be able to see from what pages are those clicks happening, and where they came from, and what clicks turned into sales. And that's just going to be really helpful. Like I was showing you on that events page, I haven't, I don't think I've got the revenue set up correctly just yet. So I can't see that any of this is happening correctly in terms of the revenue and the ThriveCart tracking. But next time I get a sale, I'll be able to test it, and we'll see if that's going to work. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about that. Hope it was helpful.